stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take a shot. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Finds his back in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Wiggles free. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience of this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays on it.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown LSU! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's Bennett. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Gamecocks get enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
To the air, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. They've got the screen set up. Run! Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the... away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to...
Flying out to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
South Carolina, 6.
Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the 1st half. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Getting some heat. Trying to get to it. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They keep attacking through the air. Grabs it in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Leaves it with the back. He is smashing people.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in 3rd and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now, getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air, it's Sellers. Coming after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Great move. Now he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Durham. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Got the back over the middle. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Here on 3rd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
27, South Carolina, 22.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that, create that run, physicality. Now it opens up everything else.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Gamecocks have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp, period.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it first. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 25.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. A strike downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the comeback is on.
And And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And that might be just enough as they push the lead to 9 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Hawaii is ahead in this. Like the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 8 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hines is tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Second down.
Looking to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Third down coming up. The attempted throw is incomplete. Third down coming.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Sellers. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Now second down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.